Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Nat. Welcome back to another video. Okay, so this video, if you read by the title, it is a Lizardo Mr. Teacup Tavares training that he gave us when he came here to Florida. Now, I just want a disclaimer and apologize of the setting and how the camera was set up. I really had no other place where to put my phone to record this, so you will be seeing like it behind me, and you see my head and Jess's head. So I do apologize. And he does walk around a little bit in the video. I couldn't actually like hold the camera up for that long because I was taking notes. You know, note takers are money makers, so I was sitting there taking notes, and I was looking back to make sure that the video was still recorded. So again, I do apologize for that, but please pay attention to this video. Put your ear, like God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so please be quiet, take notes, and listen. Everything he says in this video is 100% needed, so go ahead, get your pen and paper out, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
One of the biggest things in this business is building relationships with not only the people that you're trying to get into the business, but the people that are in your business, right? Like, let's be honest. A lot of you guys, when you talk to somebody, let's say a prospect, do you jump right into the opportunity when you speak to them?
Yeah.
No. Raise your hand if you jump into the opportunity when you speak to them. When you talk to them on social media or anything. You jump. When I say jump into the opportunity, is not that you're showing them the opportunity, but you're just talking about it. You know, like, hey, do you keep your income options open? You know, do you do that, right? Yeah. Like basically your first couple of texts back and forth with the person, right? Now, what I want you to do with that, I want you to write this down. Build a rapport with that person before you talk about business. Build a rapport with that person before you talk about business, right? Because at the end of the day, think about it like this. If I don't know you, and you come and text me after maybe years of not speaking to you, or maybe I met you on social media, and you're talking about business right away, in my head, preconceived notion, what am I thinking? So. Huh? Scam. Let's be honest, how many people, hey, send me $5, I got Cintron for you. You get the fake pictures of me all the time, right? Yeah. So, think about how somebody that you're speaking to is going to think. So, build a rapport. Maybe, you know, I tell people all the time, maybe it'll take you a day or two to get into the business with that person. Maybe it'll take you a day or two to get into the business. A day of just speaking to them. Hey, what's up? How you doing? You know, just getting to know that person. Ask them what they do for a living. And then tomorrow, hey, how's your day going? This and that. You see how that I'm building a relationship with the person before I say, hey, I attack them with what I really ultimately want to talk to that person about, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you dive right into something, you scare somebody. You know, you scare the person. If I don't know you, you talking about business, I'm like, no, this ain't the block. This ain't the conversation we have, right? So I want you to build relationships. Now, also, I want you to build relationships with the people in your organization, because that's the most important thing, is building relationship with people in your organization, right? So I'm gonna write this word. Man, I should have never skipped that spelling class. So if I spell something wrong, just let me know. Relatable. I think that's the last time. Relatable. Again, I skipped school. So I want you to be relatable with the people in your team. Because how many of you guys, honestly, and I want you to be really honest with me, when's the last time you called somebody in your team just to see how they doing?
Every day.
On the regular.
Just kick the shits with them. Forget that. I'm talking about business. You didn't have no business conversation. You could be like, hey, how you doing? Yo, you know, when we were going through this presentation, just, hey, how you doing? What's up? How's life? A conversation that had nothing to do with the business. When's the last time I did that? Every day. That's great. Because that's one art that's lost in this business, I feel like. You know, when you always constantly are building relations with people in your organization, you don't want to make them feel like they're an employee of yours. You know, you want to make them feel like they're your equal, and they are your equal. Like you guys are bonded together. You guys are family. Sometimes we get so caught up in, yo, man, what's up with you? I haven't seen you around. You know, what's going on? Like, you haven't been on training. You haven't been on a Zoom. You haven't checked in with us. How about she's going through something? I forgot to ask her, hey, yo, are you all right? Are you going through something? But the first time I'm like, hey, how you been? I haven't seen you on the Zoom. You haven't checked in. Are you not motivated? I'm already, we tend to do that subconsciously without understanding, like, hey, she might be going through something in life, and all she might want from you at that moment when you call her is not to talk about the business. She is human, right? So what goes a long way is me asking her, hey, how's everything in life? Everything good? And she might start talking to me. You see, everything can't be about the business. Because then, again, you start making people feel like they're your employee instead of your equal. So relationships is key when you're doing this business. Because you want the people in your organization, honestly, to like you and respect you. Because, let's be honest, if I don't like him right here, you think I want to see him get to the next rank? You think I'm going to be like, yo, I'm going to work my ass off because I want to see him get to the next rank? No. He'll be like, I'm 15 away from SAP 5,000. I know I ain't contribute to that shit. I ain't showing nobody. I don't even like him. I don't like her. You see, when you start actually building relations with people, and I know you guys do this a lot here in West Palm. Culture night is big. I believe in that. Like once a month, let's go somewhere, let's bowling, let's catch a movie, let's just do something. And we don't talk about nothing about business. Because think about it, guys, the people that you're with the most are going to be the people in this business. How you treat them, how you come across to them is everything. It makes a big difference in your business. When people in your business or your organization want to see you win, you're going to win. When you're downline, when they like you and they love you, like you're a great person, you talk, you look out for us, you call us, you see how we do it, they're going to run through a wall. Remember, this business, I'm not a Chairman 50 because I'm nice or I'm the best network marketer or I got ultimate talent. I'm Chairman 50 because of everybody in this room. I want you to understand that. I'm only here because of you and everybody else on my team. It's not, because I always say in this business, we get too much credit. I feel like the person at the rank gets too much credit. Now, a lot of people might disagree with me, that are at these ranks, but I believe that the person at the rank gets too much credit. Because let's ultimately be honest. If you guys are here, do you think I'm a Chairman 50? No. If other people in my organization isn't on my team, do you think I'm a Chairman 50? Because there's people on my organization that are just working that I never met, but I meet them once they hit a rank, right? Like I might not know who he is. All of a sudden I see a flyer, yo, he's P2000, he's on my team. I'm like, oh shit, post him up. But I didn't even speak to him. I don't even know he was on my team. So there's no way that I'm here without everybody, But also, when you build relations with people, when people know you care, trust me, it's going to go a long way into building your business. And you're going to get to these ranks. People don't care about nothing but knowing that you care about them. I want you to understand that. People in your organization care that you care about them. And when they understand that and when they see that you do care, trust me, they'll run through a wall for you, right? So, second thing, I want you to build yourself as a leader. Build yourself out. Now, some people are going to ask me, how do I do that? How do I build myself as a leader? Well, you know what? Surround yourself constantly with leaders. Surround yourself with people that are going where you want to go. If let's say Mima is doing a Zoom call, you know what? Get on a Zoom call. Just to see what she's talking about. She's a leader, right? You gotta surround yourself with people that have the things that you want, that you consider leaders. Another thing, listen, there's nothing wrong with inboxing your upline on your organization that you feel is the leader. Whether it's Darwin, whether it's Emery, whether it's Cash, whether it's me, Josh, Ness. Hey, listen, I'm in your organization, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see you as a leader. Like, give me some gems. There's nothing wrong with that. See, you just can't sit down and wait for you to be a leader. Go seek it. Go be around it as much as you can. Like, I will get on every Zoom call. Not now, but before, like, it was more like this. So what I would do is anytime a leader would come in town to speak, even if it has nothing to do with my team, but he's in the company, but he's coming to speak, I'm there. I'm there. I want to see what that person's talking about. So seek out leadership. And I always say with leaders, see, there's a difference, right? I'm not a leader that speaks. I'm a leader that actually takes actions. See, people get leadership confused with, oh, he's the leader. Leadership is not your words, it's your actions. Leadership is your actions, not your words. Because I can tell you, this girl right here, do this, do this, do this, do that. But if I'm not doing it, how much of a leader am I? I'll tell you to do everything, but I'm not doing it. But you do everything, but I'm not doing it. Lead with your actions, not your words. That's my definition of a true leader. Because you know what? If I tell you something, I want you to know that what I'm telling you, I'm actually doing it myself. So if I tell you, yo, guys, I'm going to tell you this later. You need to grind. You need to do this. You need to do that. Nobody can walk out this door and say, he's telling me all the shit that he ain't really doing. Because nobody in this room can say, I don't work. Right or wrong. If you follow me, you know I'm everywhere. So I'm not going to tell you something that I don't do myself. Too many people want to lead with their mouths and not with their actions. That's not a leader, right? Number 3. This is very important when it comes to building business. Build and rebuild your list. How many of you guys every single day is adding people to your list? Or you still have the same people on your list? The same people, 50 people that you started with are still in your list. Every day you're meeting new people. Every day you should meet new people. And even like I said, when you build a relationship, even if you don't talk to them about the business, you add them to your list. They don't know they're on your list, but you add them to your list. Because eventually what you're going to do, talk to them about what? The business. That's the ultimate goal. So every day you come in contact with somebody, put them on the list. Your list every day should be adding names. If you start a list today with 30 people, and tomorrow you don't got 35, 40, then you're not working. You're not trying to talk to me. You're not coming in contact with people. Your list should always be endless. Too many people finish their list. You should never finish your list. You should never be even close to finishing your list. If you finish your list, that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. Because if you put 20 people on the list and in a week you be like, yo, I'm done with my list. I'm gonna be like, you might think it's an accomplishment, but I'm gonna be like, no, you didn't add people to your list every single day. You need to constantly add people to your list. Every single day. How many people here got a list? Let's be honest. Okay, we need some more people to have a list. Remember, guys, 2 things in life. You're either going to write it down or you're going to freestyle. I used to freestyle a lot. That's why I had some failures. Until I started writing things down. Because when you freestyle, you think everything is in your head. You're going to forget. You're going to be like, perfect example. Happens to me all the time, even today. In my head, I know I got to get to the supermarket. Go to the supermarket. When I get home, oh, man, I forgot this. Why? Because I didn't write it down. And I passed the thing like 3 or 4 times. But because I was freestyling, and I thought I had everything in my head, I got home and I forgot. Write it down. Write it down. Don't freestyle this. Write down your list. Add to your list, guys. That's the most important thing about this business is continuously. I still got a list to this day. I'm still adding people to my list.
A list of potential people you
Yes.
want to reach out to?
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody you come in contact with. The Uber driver. And make sure you're exchanging information. And the beautiful thing nowadays is because not everybody wants to give out their numbers. I get it. But because of social media or Facebook, they don't mind sharing their. They might not give you the number right away, but they'll give you their Facebook. They'll give you their Instagram. Always, everywhere I go. Yo, what's your Instagram? Boom, follow me, follow you. What's your Facebook? Cool. Add them to the list. Add them to the list. Oh, I gotta get to that person. Because let's be honest, we are in a fight for market share, no matter what. You know, no matter where you at, where you live at. There's some people that might be doing I am there. And because of the way the universe works, I can go to your page, and if I just met you, and we probably have 2 or 3 friends in common, right or wrong, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. So I need you to understand. Write the list. Write the list. Number 4, increase your value. Increase your value. One thing as a leader, if you want to be a leader, number 1, you must keep your word. That's one of the ways that you increase your value by keeping your word. Nobody wants to work with somebody that always doesn't keep their word. For example, if I told Manny Balazar, hey, I'll be here Friday and Saturday, right? Now, we get it. Maybe sometimes life happens and then you can't make it. But besides that, you should be here. Unless something crazy happens in your life, that's something different. But if nothing like that happens, you should be here. If I told Manny Balazar I'm going to be here Friday and Saturday, I need to be here. Why? Because now, Manny Balazar can count on who? Me. Now, if I don't keep my word, Manny in his head's like, yo, I'm never going to him to ask him to help me in this business, and then that's bad. Because now you got a broken relationship with one of your leaders in your team. So you must keep your word. Another thing I'm big on, like, be on time. Be on time. Not every time we can get there at the same exact time, but pretty much try to be on time. Try to be on time, right? That's very important because I remember when I was in World Ventures, right? And the presentation would start like at 7 o'clock. People get here like 7:40 to present. I'm like, bro, like these people here got, they got stuff to do too. You know what I'm saying? People got stuff to do. So if I'm doing a presentation at 7, I'm there at 6:30. Because obviously I know there's people there that their time is valuable just like mine, right? So make sure, you always be on time, and that's how you increase your value. Now, another way is your public image. Guys, this is very big. You're trying to sell a business. Make sure you clean up your social media. I mean, sometimes there's people on my team, at 9 o'clock, they'll put a beautiful quote by somebody they admire. By 10 o'clock, there's a ratchet post. I'm confused. What are you? One hour you're a preacher, the other hour you just some ratchet shit going on in your page. You're confusing the audience. Right or wrong. The audience are the people that follow you. Bro, this kid last week, he put a quote. He joined the business like 3 days before. So I understand he don't know no better, but he put a beautiful quote. 9 o'clock in the morning. By 10, he had some shit about your man ain't shit, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, bro, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you can't do that. Like, you're now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you can't be both. So make sure that your image on social media is good. I don't post ratchet stuff. I don't post memes. None of that. I don't post none of that stuff. I do not, unless I'm either going to give my opinion about whatever I'm doing, but I don't post things that doesn't make any sense to what I'm trying to show the people out there, right? And be positive too. Nobody likes a negative Nancy. Be positive. Come across as a person that people want to hear, want to see posts. Because you're always a positive person. You always bring value to your posts. Try to bring value. If you notice, if you go to my Instagram page, if you go to my Instagram, look at my posts, not my stories. Look at my posts. Every post I make has some type of, 90% of them has some value. Besides maybe me taking a picture by myself, but most of my posts has a message, right? Sometimes you don't gotta post all day, but when you post, make it worth it. Make it that people want to look at your page because they know there's something there, right? Number 5, and you guys know this. I don't tell you, but you guys know this. Expose. This business is about exposing. The more people you expose, the more chances you get a yes. Because I always say this: for every 10 people that you actually show the business not talk to, that actually see the presentation, 1 will sign up. 1 will sign up. So if you're showing this business to 5 people a week that actually saw the presentation, what's the chance of somebody signing up? Not good. It's a numbers game. You show more. Because at the end of the day, your job is to get the people in front of this information. Now, what they do with it, but Your job is to get them in front of that information. So, this is what I do. I at least try to expose 5 people a day. When I say expose, I mean not talk to them about the business. Actually, they see the presentation. I need to show, I don't go to sleep until I show 5 people. I don't care if I show you twice, but I gotta show 5 in total. Because some people are kind of slow. And they gotta see it 3 times. Like, yo, this is for you, yo. The first time, yo. Second time, yo. I told you this is for you. The third time, yo, give me the 235. And don't be scared. Listen, don't be scared to go back. Because there's plenty of people in this business that signed up. Let's say I show you, right? Cool. You say no, but I don't come back to you. She shows you, and you sign up. If I would have showed you again, you would have signed up. But because you say no, see, y'all take no's, and y'all cool with it. You said no, all right, forget him. That's it. And then it comes back. No, maybe it was no at that specific time. Maybe he wasn't, he wasn't mentally ready to join because he had things going on. But circle back, come back around, make the U-turn. Whether in a week or 2 weeks, make the U-turn and hit him up again. Hey, bro, let me show you this again. I don't think you got it the first time. I just want to see it again. So make sure you circle back because sometimes when people tell you no, you'll be like, okay, cool. Yeah, forget about it.
Is that would you consider that like a follow-up kind of?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
No, follow-ups are people that tell you, yo, I'm going to come sign up this day. And then you follow. That's a follow-up. Because when he tells you no, there's no follow-up. You said no. He said, that's it. I'm not doing it.
Gotcha.
You should go back. Follow-up is, if he tells me he's going to start on Friday, cool, I'm going to hit him up what day? Friday, are you ready? That's the follow-up. You want to circle back around to the people who say no. Now, this is a big one. Problem solving. As your team starts growing, you become Dr. Phil, the psychiatrist. But let me tell you something. There's people that have called me for things that I've been like, now listen, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm far from it. And I don't know all the answers, but maybe because they think I'm a German figure, I know all the answers. Some people call me like, yo, and then the line I'm down. Somebody called me and said, yo, I got a flat tire. What should I do? Change it. I don't know. I don't know. You know, so you buy another car? I don't know. I thought the answer was to change it. Like, no, I'm because people think because you're the upline, you know it all. You got all the answers. Because this is what happens. So she signs up. I never heard of her, but she heard of me. Because the person who signs up probably edified me. Edified you as the upline. So to them, when they sign up, oh my God. The way they edify you, they think you know all the answers. And honestly, it's a people-solving business. The more problems you solve within your team, the more money you'll make. Because everybody got problems. And everybody thinks because you're the upline, you got all the answers. So you need to understand, as your team grows bigger, you ain't signed, none of us stand up to be a psychiatrist. I didn't even go to school for that. But in this business, you become that. You become that when you have an organization. That's just, I'm telling you. Anybody here dealt yet with being a psychiatrist? Raise your hand if you dealt with being a psychiatrist. See what I'm saying? I ain't going to school for that. I'm ready to finish high school. I ain't in psychology college. But in this business, yo, I'm a psychiatrist. I'm Dr. Phil. Because people will look to you for that. And number 7, I think is the biggest thing. I think is my biggest skill set in this industry and what I do overall in life, on my business ventures and everything. I am myself. Be yourself, man. Don't try to be somebody else because you see them winning. Oh, he dressed like this, she dressed like this, so let me do that. Listen, the biggest attribute you got of yourself is being yourself. That is the biggest skill set God gave you, is being yourself. Sometimes we try to mimic everybody And that might work for that person. It's like trading. The teacup might work for me, but it might not work for him, for her. It might not work. You'll try it, but it might not work. In this industry, I feel like too many people try to be somebody that they're not. You know, sometimes being yourself is your God-given talent. And you need to understand that. Not everybody's like you. No, you're one of a kind. Everybody here is one of a kind. And that's what makes you special. Sometimes we try to just copy. Yeah, what works for him or her might not work for you. I pride myself on being myself. I've never changed. People been with me. Matter of fact, I did a podcast with Ivan today. Ivan been with me in this industry. Ivan was on my team in my last company. I know Ivan from World Ventures. I've never changed. I've been myself. And I'm okay with that. You are you, I'm me. Right? So be yourself. Now, the 4 traits that you're looking for. 4 traits that you're looking for when prospecting. And even people on your team. So the 4 traits you're looking for prospect and people in your team. This is very important. Number 1, coachable. Boy, people just want to be coached. When you're dealing with people on your team, and I'll talk to you about the prospect part, listen, I'm going to give you the best advice. If they're not coachable, let them be. Let them learn the hard way. Because I'm not banging my head against the wall to try to get you to listen. I'm going to tell you something. Not because I know it all, but because it's what I've learned from the person above me or be in this industry. Like, if you think about it, everything is recycled. Like, who's been in that market before this? Raise your hand. You've heard this stuff before. What I'm saying is not different. It's recycled. You know, everything is recycled. So if I'm telling you something you're not coachable, it's not because I'm trying, because I know more. It's because this is what I learned when I was starting. So and if you don't want to listen, do your thing. Let them fall. Because that's the way they get humble. Now, prospects. When you're prospecting somebody, I think you should know if a person is coachable or not by you speaking to them. You should already have that skill set that you know when you talk to somebody that's a prospect, if they're going to be coachable or not, especially if you talk to them in person. If you talk to a person and they always turn you off, that person's not coachable. That person's not, forget it, that person's not coachable. He or she is not going to be coachable, right? So I disqualify them. That's it, you're not going to be on my team. X, you're fired. You're not going to be on my team. Number 2, desire and drive. When you're dealing with people in your organization, if you constantly got to motivate them. Like, bro, I have to motivate you to get money? Like, seriously? This is what we're doing? Desire and drive. Like, bro, homegirl, I got to motivate, I got to call you to motivate you about making money? Nah, you should be your people on your team should be self-motivated. You do a courtesy call at one time. But again, you can't keep watering a dead flower. It's got to come back alive. If that person is not self-motivated, it doesn't matter how many times the son can talk to them. It doesn't matter how many times you talk to them. It's not going to get through. I only want to work with people in my team that I know have that desire and that self-motivation. And when you're prospecting, ask a person, yo, what are your desires? What's your plan? Like, what are you trying to do with this? What's your life goals? A person who says, oh, I don't know. You already know where they're at. Bro, like, you don't know nothing. Like, you freestyling. Hopefully shit happens, but you don't know what's going to happen because you don't got a plan. X is qualified. Not recruiting. Number 3, which is important. Credibility. Oh my God. Listen, some of you guys know people that you recruit You know those people borrow money from you, then they pay you back. You know they got no credit, but yet you recruit them. So if you recruit, my bad, what's your name?
Donovan.
Donovan. We know Donovan, everybody knows Donovan, we want everybody in the neighborhood money. So you gonna try to sign Donovan up. And then when Donovan goes up, the people that go back, Donovan, before I get it, you gotta give me the money you owe me. Like you gotta, guys, who are you recruiting? Like, are you recruiting credible people? Like, that's, seriously. Like, y'all gotta start doing background checks on these people.
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
So, pertaining to the list that you were saying, should we sit by ourselves and look over our list and then go through the 4 traits to start Xing out people, or just run through that list?
No, you can run through that list because it's already there, but from here on out, start doing it.
All right, let me just do a scenario. Let's say you have your team, right? And then let's say your team has 10 people, right? But let's say I'm the only one in my team going 100%. How can I fix that?
Good question. And you guys could, anytime you want, ask questions. I love this because interaction is key. You know what I'm saying?
That's where I am right now.
So you say that,
I'm the only one that's building.
okay.
I'm harassing people every day, calling 10 people.
No, see, no.
So,
No, you gotta find new people. Because let me tell you something right now. This is what's gonna happen. Those people that are not working, once they see you come with a new group, and they see you posting and you working with them, oh my God, they're gonna be like, oh wait, hold on. I need to get his attention back. But the only way they know they get his attention back is by working. You see, that's the thing, like, people start realizing, believe it or not, oh, he needs me. So now they start taking advantage of your time because they start messing with your time.
Yeah.
They like when you call and they don't pick up. They like when you call and you actually talk to them and they're like, oh, I don't know, you know, because they know like, oh my God, this guy's begging. He needs me to build his business. Nah, man, you don't need nobody. You was born alone, you're gonna die alone. You don't need nobody. Oh, you don't want to work? Cool. I'm gonna work around you. And I'm gonna build around you. I'm gonna work around you and I'm gonna build around you. Because then that's gonna either force you to quit or force you to actually work. Guys, think about it like this. Let's talk about relationships. Ladies, you know this. Right? When you give a guy a lot of attention, what happens? He starts feeling himself, right?
Yeah.
He don't text you as much because you always text him. Stop texting him. Nigga, yo, where you at? Yo. The hell? Yo, where you been at? Like, I know I do it. My girl does shit to me. Like, she texts me all day and I don't respond. Come to Asha, come Asha, yo, where the fuck you at? Bitch, no, but think about it. Right? Think about it, right? Let's be real here. Don't think about it.
Chasing. That's good. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, once you stop chasing people, they're like, oh shit, hold on, wait. Yeah, he hasn't called me in a couple of days. Dang, he hasn't. Shit, I wonder what he's doing. They see you posting, they see you working, grinding. You know, I'm like, no, hold on. Then I gotta get back into it. Don't never let people think that you need them. They need you, even on your team, even prospects. Too many of you guys, when you got a prospect, it's like, it's do or die. Like, yo, come on, man, sign up. Come on. Nah, man. It's a privilege. I want you to write this down. Yo, when you speak to prospects, you need to let them understand that it's a privilege that you're actually doing business with them. Not the other way around. Some of y'all hold these prospects to these high standards. Nah, bro, you got the plan. You got what they need. They don't have what you need because if they did, you'll be doing what they're doing. Right or wrong?
Right.
So when you talking to these prospects, you need to understand, yo, value your business, value who comes into your business first and foremost. I say, a lot of people are link dots. You know what that is? Link dots? You know what that is? A person, link dots. Link dots. You have a link giant, right?
Yeah.
Link. Link thoughts.
Okay.
Link thoughts are people that just send a link to anybody. They don't care who signs up.
Yeah.
And that's how you get a bunch of sheep in your business. Because when you don't value your business, when you don't see who's coming into your business, because you just want everybody to come in, because you're so worried about the rank, you're like, I need 10 people, so here, everybody sign up. Sometimes a person coming into your business has so much bad energy that it rubs off on your team. It rubs off on your business. But since you never screened that person because you were just a link out, everybody sign up. You need to value your business. You have $1 million business. You have $1 million. To do business with you is a privilege. It's a privilege to be in your organization. I let these prospects know, listen, let me tell you something. Not because of the money I make. I say, it's a privilege doing business with me. You know why? Because the people who do business with me succeed. So that means if you do business with me, you're going to succeed. So it's a privilege. I don't need you. And sometimes you have to be blunt with people. Listen, I don't need you. I want you. I don't need you. I would like to have you on my team, but I don't need you. Because you have to be like an interview. And you got to start screening these people when you speak to them. Because I'm telling you, some of y'all, a person says, yo, I'm going to sign up Friday. You call on Friday, they be like, yo, I'm not this week, next week. And then they got you. Because next week you're calling them again. Then they be like, no, I'm not gonna sign up this week. And then you be like, I should just let me know the day and stuff like that so I don't bother you. The first time that person says, call me Friday and you don't sign up, the last time he's hearing from me. Because I see the level that person's at. That person's not keeping their word. You know, I see that person's type of initiative because, Dad, you tell me you're going to do it Friday, you ain't taking initiative to make sure that Friday when it comes, you sign up. So I don't want to deal with those people. Those people I don't want to deal with. I give you one day, one chance. If you say, listen, come to me this day, and this day you don't sign up, you'll never hear from me again.
But the ones that say no, you still show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they never committed.
No, okay. Gotcha.
He said no, my job is to get him to say yes. But once he says, yo, I'm going to sign up, and he does it, don't want him on my team.
Okay.
Is he playing with you, right?
He playing with me.
What if down the road they decide that y'all for real too many?
Okay. Here right now.
Facts, yeah. Okay.
Don't let them be like, yo, I'm ready, but I'm ready. No, don't call me yet. You talk to me when you're ready to put the 230. Matter of fact, here's my link. When you're ready, don't even talk to me. I'll see you in the back office. And I'll see your phone number, and I know it's you. And I'll see your name. See, because sometimes you gotta take that shit away from them. Y'all be having a silver platform so they feel like they can play, stir it around. Nah, give me that shit. You ain't eating that shit. That's mine. You know, it's everything that's about posture when you talk to people. See, I always say when people leave me, even when they say no, they walk away like, damn, fuck, I said no to them, man. I'm crazy. I'm crazy for saying no. They doubt themselves. When they leave you, they're like, yeah, I know that was the right answer. When they leave me, they're like, sure. I might have said no because I'm going to 235, but I think it's 235. It's how you speak to these people, how you come across to these people. You know? So think about it. If a person gives you the runaround to sign up, he's going to give you, or she's going to give you the runaround to do the business when they're in the business. If they gave you a headache to sign up, they're going to give you a headache once they're in, man. We try to avoid headaches. We're trying to avoid. Somebody have a question?
Yeah, there's some people that go by, they gotta see it to believe it. So if they say no to
Right.
you now, and then later on, should you?
There's people like that all the time. There's people all day long that actually wait for you to be consistent for them to actually join.
Facts.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Because some people tell you no, not because they don't want to enroll, but they want to make sure that you're serious about it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, if I'm going to give it's just 235, but to them it's a lot. If I'm going to give my 235 to this person, I just want to make sure before I give it to them, that person in a month or two is still doing it. If I see they're still doing it, sometimes you being consistent, you get yeses without you even knowing, because the no's are really waiting to see if you're still going to be here in a month or two. And then they'll be like, you know what, it's time for me to pay 235. So stay consistent. You know, how many times are you posting on social media about it? Like everybody here should be posting, like the binary charts, post that on your stories on there. Like that's at least 4 or 5 times a day. Because you might think, oh, people are tired of it, so what? But you know what? They, in their head, they still know about it.
Facts.
So that then they feel like, you know what? I know, since you've been posting a lot, I've been seeing you every day, you know what I mean? Hit you up.
Word.
Consistency in this business is so key. It is so key. Because a lot of people ain't gonna sign to you, not because they don't like you or because it's just want to make sure that if they're gonna put this money in, that you're actually gonna be serious about it. You know? Because you haven't built up credibility yourself with them. Sometimes people don't sign up with you because you're not credible yet.
I had a question. So I know you said that, you know, when somebody signs up with you, like, it should be a privilege, right? Not for them.